Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another round of FEH summons. Today we are here to summon for our boy, legendary Corrin. Long overdue. We have waited literally years for him, but he is finally here. He finally has his new legendary version, and he looks very good. Looks a little stern, actually. Wish a smile would be nice. Nothing to smile about in my life. Oh boy, Corrin, I hear you. I hear you. But yes, he is our new legendary hero. He is a fire legend for some unfathomable reason. Of all the elements, I feel fire just fits the least, but he is flaming, I guess. Anyway, he has a massive wall of text for a weapon, has pretty sure some damage reduction, slaying. I think it's got like times pulse in there, and just bonus stats. And then of course the standard dragon effect. And I think it also has a scowl effect in there. I don't know, there's way too much stuff to keep track of in new weapons. Quite a conundrum, yes? And then his prep special is Dragon Fang Shot, which is a reference to, well, it's a reference to his special animation that was also in Smash Bros. So kind of a cool double reference there. And boosts damage based off of his res, reduces damage, reduces enemies' damage reduction, and it triggers the new Divine Vein Water, which slows the movement of ranged enemies, decreases enemy speed, and also reduces their damage reduction as well, if I'm remembering correctly. There's, again, just so much text. He also comes with Speed Res Finish, which not my favorite finish skill, but it does suit his kit as well because he has a lot of res checks that he wants to make, and of course he's also a speedy. The new High Dragon Wall has a speed res reduction on foe, treats his res as if it's +5 whenever a res-based comparison occurs, and also, of course, has the base Dragon Wall effect of reducing enemies' damage based off of his res. And then it also has a ranged warp bubble. So it's not the full warp bubble effect like Legendary Myrrh has, but it does work on ranged units. So that is also very good utility, and that is inheritable. So lots of units could use it. Garen would love it. If it wasn't a speed res debuff and it was an attack res debuff, he'd really appreciate that. And then attack res ploy, with all of its many effects and debuffs to enemy attack res. So very solid kit that leans into him being kind of a speedy high res unit. Very, very solid looking. Also, I think he has a speed super asset and not one for res, unfortunately. Not that he really needs the help. He's already looking pretty stacked. And he is sharing with female Alir, who, of course, we pulled for on her debut banner. Now I'm kind of regretting it because I have an extra copy already. Don't really need her at the moment, but she does have very good skills with attack speed finish, null sea disrupt, and attack speed pledge. And then rearmed Lucina, who is like very solid, but honestly, I don't know who really wants this combination of skills that I have. Attack speed clash is good. I have many units who could use that. And then Speed Def Snag is a little more situational, but it's definitely useful. I'm just not sure who I'd want to dedicate their B slot for it. And then Alarm Def Res just feels weird on this kit. It feels like it should have been like Alarm Attack Speed or something. Like, Xander would love the Alarm Def Res, but he doesn't care for the Snag and the Clash. But like Sedith and Chris both like the attack speed clash and maybe the speed def snag, but they don't really benefit from the alarm def res as much. And then Camilla is probably the main unit I can think of off the top of my head who can use all of this kit. And I guess she could also take the arcane axe. So yeah, Big Sis Camilla probably benefits the most from me getting a Lucina. But that's not all. Green is looking very solid. But then we also have Red, who has Kvasir with Inside Attack Speed, Lull Speed Res, and Attack Speed Catch, all very solid. Emblem Ike, the absolute unit, quite a headache to deal with Lagu's friend, Kanto Controlled Def Res Finish, pretty solid stuff. And then Emblem Marth, of course, attack speed finish, potent 4, and infantry null follow-up 4. And then even colorless is pretty good with Gulavig. Occultist Strike could be pretty nice for legendary Male Byleth post Refine. Def Res Smoke and Flared Sparrow. And then Asker with Bulwark and Ideal. A little less exciting at this point, but he is still a solid unit. And then Hortensia is just very, very useful. I've been running her kit with Forest and very nice attack speed catch, Poetic Justice, and Glitter of Light and Rescue, and then of course the Arcane Staff. So a lot of good fodder there. And then blue, it still has Mom. Attack speed Scowl, attack speed Ruse, still pretty solid. And then Faye is pretty old. Honestly, I kind of thought she was in the remix pool at this point, but Def Res Menace, Dragon's Ire, Distant Stance, not terribly exciting, but it's not terrible either. So a lot of exciting stuff up for grabs here. In fact, I'm probably going to pull green, red, and colorless, because I can pretty much benefit from all of those colors. But that's not all. Before we get to that, we have Big Sis Camilla's long-awaited Resplendent that we literally waited years for. And I was very upset because they announced this right after Winter Byleth's banner ended, and I could have sparked him, saved myself like 500 orbs, and then gotten her, but it was a little too late. But I jokingly said that I should get this, and then my friend actually was very sweet and got it for me. So we're going to get Big Sis Camilla's Resplendent, and that will give us the spark and let us guarantee Corrin. You guys can't see this. You can't see it. No. Okay. Big Sis. Come to us, Big Sis. Come to us, Big Sis. Years in the making. Both Big Sis Camilla and Corrin get their long-awaited versions together. Here she is, looking very beautiful. I still... we knew that this was the theme they were going to go with, like it was very obvious. But if IS weren't cowards, they would have given her Jotunheimer and emphasized her strength, because Big Sis Camilla is strong. She's a very powerful lady, and it would have been nice to see them emphasize that instead of pandering. But she is still here, she is still very beautiful, and I'm very happy to get her. A big thanks to my friend who got her for us. And with that, we can also come over here. I have too many feathers. I cannot redeem all the stuff because I have too many feathers. The game will physically not let me redeem stuff. Look at this nonsense. Present cannot be accepted due to the item limit. Thank you, Faye. Too many feathers. But now we have the Faye Pass. We can spark Corn Boy, and we have Big Sis Camilla's Resplendent. So hopefully things will look up from here. This has not been my year, so let's go. I think we're going to go any green, red, or colorless so that we can just hit the spark faster because we have Corrin guaranteed. Picking up an extra copy would be great. I'd probably just merge, even though his fodder is nice. I'll probably just merge, but ideally we want to just redeem the spark without spending too many orbs. Still, technically, I'm supposed to be in orbs recovery mode. I'm like back up to 300, but apparently Winter Byleth, when he reruns at the end of the year, he's going to take like another 1,000 from me, so I want to be prepared. Alright, so neither greens yielded anything, unfortunately, but we do have the 2 reds. Also, I was not intending to pull this soon. I was like, oh, I did the big Byleth summon, and that was technically a while ago, but I did that, and then I finally posted that video, and I was like, I'm done with Faye for a little bit. And then, like, a few days later, they were like, Corrin, and I'm like, oh boy. Oh, and Erica, she's not very helpful. Erica, until you get your emblem version, I don't think you're going to be offering too much, but thank you. Oh. Big-eyed Athena. So that's our first 5. Wow, it feels weird to be able to do full circles. I never do full circles. Here's another one. Another wheel of full circles. Hopefully we get at least some other units along the way. Some other good ones anyway. Oh, a Rickon. That's something good. It's not like amazingly good. Like it's not a super strong unit, but it is a Rickon, so I'm happy with that. Oh, right. I was going to start the free summons. I was going to start recording those like next month, so I still have a few from this month. It wasn't anything too interesting, but oh, hey, we got an Asker. Okay, cool. Come on and do the Asker. Yeah, he was the least exciting of the colorless units from a fodder perspective, but as a unit, I'm pretty happy to see him. And he is plus attack, which is nice. Yeah, he's just dad. He's just a big dad energy, very sweet, very supportive father type character, and I appreciate that. I like that. I wish we had more characters like that. Lena is not as helpful, no thank you. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna show the few units I got between the channel update video and this. It wasn't anything too exciting, but oh, whoa, we got a Kvasir too. Nice. All right. I think I would have preferred Emblem Ike, but I mean, again, I'm just grabbing these with like to get through the summons faster so that we can get to Corrin. And she is still very good. Lol speed res and side attack speed. I thought about just putting her kit on Groom Robin, honestly, because I still kind of want a plus 10 Robin that isn't Gen 1 bad Robin, where like I threw everything I had at him in terms of fodder and he's still not very good. So I've thought about just giving her entire kit to Groom Robin. I know she's pretty good though, so I'm not sure if that's worth it, but she's a defense mythic. Who cares about defense mythics, honestly? Who cares about them? But maybe Groom Robin can have Kvasir and just take her entire kit. I don't know, would that be an interesting video? I've had a lot less, oh, Lapis, nice. I've had less motivation, I guess, to do more unit build showcases because so many units now, they either come pre-built, like Winter Byleth, where it's like, I don't need to change anything. Or, if I am changing part of their kit, usually I'm just like, all these premium skills from one other unit that is like a similar stat line, but just better. And it's like, well, here's my Sadal, my Halloween Sadal, who just inherited Attuned Peony's entire kit. Like, I have half of a video for Halloween Sadal saved, and I just haven't ever gotten around to editing it. I'm not sure if I even will. I might just scrap that one. But it's like, I just gave his kit to Attuned Peony. Is that an interesting video? Like, I could summarize the whole video in 5 minutes. It's like, I gave his kit to Attuned Peony. He's her, but magic and ranged and slightly worse, but he's still pretty good because her kit is really good. And it's like, I don't know, is that interesting? It could be, maybe. I don't know. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Are videos like that terribly interesting? It's why I haven't like really started working on Lumera or Mavier. And Sadal is probably just going to be scrapped because I'm just not really feeling motivated to make videos based off of them because it's like, Well, what more can I say? Like, I gave Groom Robin Kvasir's kit. Hooray. Oh, Kaze. Yeah, like, I could go, I gave Kaze Guningugab's kit. Very fun. But, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of the current state of FEH where a lot of units just aren't as exciting to build. I still get excited for, like, the art and everything. The art, the characters themselves, but, I don't know. Building units is not as enticing as it used to be. There's less of a collecting a bunch of things and finding weird, funny combinations that I used to like my original Corrin, where I was like, I'm just going to build him as a pure buff bot, and that was fun to me. But anyway, enough rambling about that. We are approaching halfway through. Yeah, can't be too upset with those two units that we pulled. Kvasir and Asker, both pretty good. Maybe the less exciting of the units on their colors, but you know, still good stuff. Still good stuff. And yeah, next, 2 colorless. Yeah, Hortensia could be cool. Give her stuff to Sakura. Wouldn't mind that. Sakura definitely needs an overhaul. What else was on colorless? Gulavig. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to put a cultist strike on Legendary Byleth. Oh, Yulia. I was like, who is this? I was like, I don't recognize this. Is this a 5-star? I was like, that can't be right. You can't get 5-star, random 5-star on Legendary Banner. No, it's just a 3-star girl. Speed res finish. Oh, right, she has speed res finish. Actually, hold up. Well, now if I want to fodder my Corrin, I don't. But if I do, that is an option. But I don't. I seriously don't. Again, I think his B skill would be interesting for Garen, but the speed is just kind of wasted on him. I'd rather wait for them to make like an attack version. That would probably be a melee warp bubble, and I'd put that on Garen and be funny. It would be funny. I like Garen. I love Papa Garen. That's the other thing about Corrin is green is such a weird color. He's based off Birthright Corrin, Hoshido Noble. I would have preferred to see him with a staff, honestly, but like, if they were going to do Dragon again, I don't know, I feel like blue would have made more sense because that beats Xander and Garen. Or they could have gone red to beat Legendary Xander. I'm glad they didn't do blue because he already has 2 blue versions, but I don't know, green was just also kind of similarly not that interesting. They could have done like colorless. Colorless or red dragon would have been a little more interesting, but again, they should have just made him a staff unit. Also, oops, I didn't mean to pull that blue. Was not paying attention. Too busy yapping. My special talent. Ba ba ba. Okie doke. Okie doke. Another colorless. Lucius. He's not helpful. Who would I prefer between Hortensia and Gulavig? Probably Gulavig because she is new, and I think a Cultist Strike going on a unit that I use regularly would probably be a little more exciting than putting half of Hortensia's kit on Sakura, who I don't use as much. The other thing is I'm worried about Sakura ending up too similar to Forest, even though they wouldn't be that similar just due to movement restrictions. So real quick before we go back to do the rest of the summoning, I did mention I wanted to show the rest of the pulls I got since the channel update video, since this is the end of the month. We didn't get too much. Got this Rinka, got this Lysithia. I can't remember if the Aranis and the Galzus were before or after. And I also had a Brave Alm that I got that I merged without really thinking about it too much. But yeah, nothing too exciting that you guys have missed. At least nothing too exciting for my barracks. And also I didn't mention it in the channel update video because I was kind of going rapid fire, but I did end up using a Forma on Sothis and Edelgard, just because they're kind of cool. I got them with decent skills, and there has not been anything else that I've been remotely interested in using my Formas on. I was really hoping for Valentine's Leo for the Fates lineup. Nope. I was hoping to see Grail Lumera on the Engage lineup. Nope. So I just ended up grabbing 2 characters that I like enough that I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I still have lots of Formas, so who cares? Also, real quick for anyone who didn't watch the channel update video, I wanted to take the quick break here to let you guys know that we do have a Discord server now, so you can go ahead and join that if you're interested, and check out the other links in the description. Yay, shilling! Okay, back to the summons. We still have 16 summons to go, so let's go ahead and hop back to it. And Also, I forgot to mention, I have the Corrin amiibo here for luck. And I also got some tea just because tea is good. But we have another wheel that we can actually pull everything on. Wow, it feels so nice when you aren't just bleeding orbs because you have to be so picky with your pulls. Unfortunately, Klein is not doing too much for us. Klein is so adorable, but he's so not very great. I mean, he's still a brave unit. I could swap out his bow for like the Arcane Dark Bow or something, but That's also how I feel about the Sylvia's. Also, I probably should have started with the greens for, Corrin, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to pull all of them anyway. Even if we get Corrin early, I'm still going to go all the way to the Spark because my friend was so nice to get me the Spark, so, we got to use it. Again, I'll probably just spark a second Corrin if I end up with multiple, but I technically could grab like an Emblem Ike if I wanted to, but Corrin boy. The funny thing is, everyone, oh, no, that's a regular Faye. I got excited for a second. I was like, wait, I thought Faye was blue, and I was like, oh yeah, she is blue. That's just regular Faye. Basic Faye. I forgot that I had her resplendent too. Yeah, everyone associates me with Corrin. When Corrin dropped, people were like, oh, Brandy's excited, I bet. Which, yes, I was. But it's very funny how everyone associates me with Corrin still. And, like, Corrin is not my favorite character. Everyone seems to think he is, but everyone associates me with him. Corrin is only, like, in my top 5 of Fate's characters, but he's not, like, my number 1 favorite Fate's character. And he's not my favorite avatar, that's Byleth. Byleth is my favorite character. It's just really funny that people associate me more with Corrin still, all these years later, than they do with Byleth. And 30 pulls to go. We are getting there. We are getting there. Frederick, no. Frederick, no. It was cool to see Frederick get included on the young banner, even though I'm not going to build him. It was cool to see. Frederick's cool. I was happy to see him get something. I don't know. Most of the child banners don't really interest me too much. Until they get Byleth in there, and we get, like, canonical autism creature Byleth where he doesn't talk, or he talks very little and just kind of stabs people with a dagger. Until we get that, I'm just kind of okay. Child banner's like, it's fine. It's a cute concept, but it's not like, oh, I've got to pull, Of course, I always end up pulling more character and fodder over theme anyway, so. Come on. Show me a Gulvig. I could probably keep Gulvig, honestly, if I got her, but Byleth, though. I mean, like, Occultist Strike will probably be on someone else in the near future, but Byleth, though, But Legendary Byleth, though. Merlinus, no. What if we gave Occultist Strike to Merlinus? Well, he wouldn't want that. He'd want Assassin Strike anyway, but I bet someone out there has the most kitted out Merlinus of all time, and he's got Assassin Strike, like, probably like one of the, like, impact skills or something. I bet someone has the God Merlinus. Also, this Sorin confused me for a brief moment because I forgot I have his Resplendent too. I ended up with more Resplendents than I realized. I never intended to get half these, but they all just kind of popped up when Byleth was on banner or something. Kath. Me. Alright, I think this will take us to the Spark, so hope to get something else cool in this batch, but if not, then not the end of the world. Raven. Bleh. Blech. Corn boy. Oh, no, Ewan, I'm pretty sure. Yes, correct. Man, I liked Ewan in Sacred Stones. He wasn't very, like, exceptional or anything, but I still liked him. Yeah, Swift Stance and Sabotage Speed, he wasn't even that great on release, huh? Unfortunate, not great fodder. And what is in this one? Come on, Emblem Ike! Or another Kvasir so I can fodder her without feeling bad. No. Ogma is neither of those. And unfortunately we are one away from the sparks, we have to drop another one. And we'll still pull the extra colorless and reds just because we're already here, you know. Why not? Why not grab them? Nina's silhouette looks so fancy, and then she's just 3-star Nina, and it's sad. Wish that it had been something a little more exciting. That is not the great follow-up I was hoping for. So yeah, even though we've been able to pull multiple colors at once, the pulls haven't still been, like, particularly mind-blowing or anything. Yeah, that's not reinforcing my opinion. That does not reinforce the opinion of that. But we still get the Corn Boy, and so that's very exciting. Ah, Lucius. No last-second Gulvig, unfortunately. So, we'll call it there. We're still at 190 orbs, and we still get our free summon, so let's welcome home the Corn Boy! Oh, there's so many on this wheel, but we have found him. Corrin, Child of Dawn, welcome home! Bah, look at him! We missed you! That is a good name, yes. My name is a good one. I used to hate my name, actually, but... we got another Celestial Stone that I I cannot use. When are they going to put Flores in there? That's the only thing I really want with Celestial Stones. I redeemed the Formisouls, and that's it. And even then, the Formisouls, I still have a stack of those I'm not using, so... I really want the Celestial Stones to be useful for something, which would basically just be Flores. Anyway, we have Corrin here, and he is looking very nice. Yeah, just a speedy high-res dragon, which isn't the most, like, groundbreaking thing. I think we've got a few units like that recently, but he is very good, so you can't argue with that. You can't argue with the results, right? And again, I wish they had done something more unique. They could have made him colorless. They could have given him a staff. But it is Corrin, and he has been waiting a long time for this legendary version, so we'll just happily take it and be glad that he finally got it before end of service. But yeah, neutral nature, so nothing too exciting there. Yeah, he's just going to be a solid unit. Also, I think Divine Vein Water is maybe my favorite of the Divine Veins. I think that one's really... So I think it's cool that he's the one that introduced it. Yeah, I wish I could go for the +10, but I really just can't. I cannot justify that. Legendary banners are not great, as we saw with the 0 copies I got on the way to the Spark. Just not a good idea. But we'll happily take him. A big thank you once again to my friend who made that possible. And yeah, so anyway, it's been a while since we did a actual day of summoning session, so that's also kind of cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your polls, whether they be on this banner or any of the other current or upcoming ones. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and Corn signing out. Bye-bye!